and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. And today we're doing a Madden 20 simulation with Andy Dalton, now a member of the Dallas Cowboys. Last night Andy Dalton signed a one-year deal up to $7 million with the Dallas Cowboys. Now he's going to back up for Dak Prescott, who hopefully signs his contract in the near future, but we will see. Time will tell. But we do have Andy Dalton for today's video, and for today's video we're going to have Andy Dalton start for the sake of the simulation, see how well he could do with the Dallas Cowboys offense, and see if they can go places. Can they go to the playoffs? Can they make their way to the Super Bowl? We will see in this video. There we go. Andy Dalton staying at a 72 overall, and for the sake of this video, I made Dak Prescott a halfback so he doesn't start. And surprisingly, he's a 60 overall halfback, which is surprisingly decent for a quarterback turned into halfback. So, with that being said, let's get started into today's simulation. He's got weapons. He's got Amari Cooper. He's got Michael Gallup. And don't forget about C.D. Lamb. C.D. Lamb wearing number 88, rocking the number that Dez wore, Michael Irvin wore, rookie out of Oklahoma. People are saying he's the best receiver out of the draft. Let's see if he can show up in this simulation in today's video with Andy Dalton starting at the quarterback spot. And yeah, Jason Garrett still the head coach for the Dallas Cowboys, because this is Madden 20. We don't have Madden 21. So yeah. So what I usually do is I sit midway through the season, take a look at Andy Dalton's stats. Are they good enough to make the playoffs? We will find out in today's video. Guys, if you see more simulations like this, drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I would really appreciate it. And with that being said, we are still waiting for the simulation to finish up midway through the season, and boom, just like that, the Cowboys are 5-2. And we're going to auto upgrade our players for the sake of simulation so our team gets better as we move on throughout the simulation. Now, let's take a look at stats-wise. How well is Andy Dalton doing for the Dallas Cowboys? Andy Dalton, 15 touchdowns, 6 picks, has 1,700 yards passing, 72 completion percentage, 110 QBR rating, was only sacked 15 times, and his longest pass was 80 yards. So now he's a 73 overall. He did go up 1 overall from the start of the simulation, so not too shabby. He is at normal development rate, so he's not gonna like boost up as fast as possible. Like, the fastest you could be is a superstar X Factor, and he'll go insane with improving, but that's just not happening. And they got Ben DiNucci, don't forget about him, rookie, out of James Madison College. And they got Clayton Thorson as well from Northwestern. So yeah, they got some quarterbacks right there. Do they have Dak Prescott still on the roster, running back? They do, and he did run for a touchdown this season, so there is that. And we'll take a look at C.D. Lamb and Amari Cooper's stats. Amari Cooper, 559 yards, 4 TDs, nothing too spectacular. C.D. Lamb, on the other hand, rookie out of Oklahoma, 22 receptions, 300 yards, 3 TDs, averaging around 45 yards per game. Yada, yada, yada. His longest reception was 80 yards, so he did throw it to C.D. Lamb for his longest pass of the season so far for Andy Dalton. All right, do you think Andy Dalton will start the season for the Dallas Cowboys? Because Dak Prescott did not sign his franchise tag yet, so we will find out as the season gets closer. But I think Dak Prescott will eventually, cave in, sign that big deal. Jerry Jones wants him to sign. Come on, man. You're playing for the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to give you money. You're going to be making money off of commercials, all that advertisement, good stuff like that. Dak, you better stay in Dallas. I want to play you twice a year, because I'm a Giants fan. But the Cowboys did not make the playoffs with Andy Dalton under center. They finished third place in the division. Surprisingly, the Redskins did win the division with Dwayne Haskins and Ron Rivera. So that's something to look out at in this simulation. Something weird. 30 TDs, 16 picks for Andy Dalton. Had 3,700 yards passing, 68 completion percentage, 100 and 1 QBR. His longest pass was still 80, and he got sacked 29 times. Receiving wise, Amari Cooper was the Dallas Cowboys leading receiver with 5 TDs and 1,000 yards receiving. CeeDee Lamb was the second leading receiver on the team with around 55 receptions, 800 receiving yards, and 9 TDs as a rookie. Not too shabby for the simulation. And Michael Gallup, Zeke, you can see all that good stuff. Let's see, did Dak get another touchdown this season? He did get another attempt, and he got 2 more yards, but he did have a rushing touchdown as a running back, so there is that. Zeke, though, 1,600 yards, 11 TDs. Pretty good. Zeke's one of the best backs in the league, and he continues to show that in the simulation. Let's take a look at the MVP awards. Did Andy Dalton come in the top 10 for MVP? He did not. That's a shame. How about Offensive Player of the Year for the NFC? No, he did not. But Zeke did, so there's that. Did CeeDee Lamb win Rookie of the Year? CeeDee Lamb did win Rookie of the Year. If you take out this rookie class from last year, CeeDee Lamb did win Rookie of the Year. And then Gronk is listed as a rookie because they had to make him for this roster, yada, yada, yada. Well, enough of that. Let's sim into another season. See if Andy Dalton can make the Dallas Cowboys become Super Bowl champions. But we got to re-sign him for the sake of the simulation, because I don't know if he's going to be a Cowboy next year. Andy Dalton. I guess he's already is. We'll keep Dak Prescott. You know, we got to re-sign him, man. Yeah, just for the sake of simulation. It's funny. It's funny. Upgrade these players. Jordan Lewis is the only one that needs to be upgraded. And we'll sim to next season, and then we'll sim midway through the season, and we'll sim to the end of the season. Then we'll call it a video. See if Andy Dalton can go to the playoffs in a 2-year span with the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys fans, how do you feel about this signing? I think he's a pretty good veteran quarterback, a guy that's been in the playoffs, a guy who's very experienced, a guy that can make the throws that you need him to make, a guy that you can rely on, a guy that you can count on. That's Andy Dalton. And now Joe Burrow is the starting quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals, so there is that. It's pretty cool stuff. LSU, man. Go Tigers, you know what I'm saying? Well, some midway through the season here. See how well Andy Dalton does in his second season with the Dallas Cowboys for this simulation. I say they finish 9-7 and they sneak their way into the wild card round. That would be cool for the sake of the video if Andy Dalton could pull that off. But he did go down in overall because he is getting older. So there is that. Let's keep rolling here. Let's keep rolling. And the Cowboys are 4-2-1. So there's that. We'll upgrade these players for the sake of the simulation. Yada, yada, yada. Cool. Stats-wise, we are first place in the NFC East, or the NFC Least, whatever you want to call it. Andy Dalton, 14 TDs, 5 picks, 68 completion percentage, 105 QBR, 1,800 yards passing. Rushing-wise, Zeke is doing his thing, not touchdowns-wise. He's got 600 rushing yards. Receiving, I'm surprised Dalton Schultz is the leading receiver for the Dallas Cowboys, but there's Amari Cooper right behind, and CeeDee Lamb, who continues to pop off as the number 2 receiver for the Dallas Cowboys. Then you got Michael Gallup. See, did Dak do anything as a running back for the Dallas Cowboys? No, he did not. Did Andy Dalton get some rushing yards? He did. He has 14 rushes, 46 yards, and a TD. Is Andy Dalton in the race for MVP, man? I gotta see. Cam Newton's on the Giants, so Daniel Jones didn't work out in New York. That's unfortunate. No, Andy Dalton's not in the MVP race. That's unfortunate. Let's take a look at Offensive Player of the Year. Is he in that race? No, but Jameis is surprisingly. Cool stuff. Rookie of the Year. Yeah, we don't know these rookies, so it doesn't matter. Let's sim to the end of the season, see if the Dallas Cowboys finish and go playoff bound. We will find out. Man, oh man. I'm just excited for NFL season to start. I'm kind of bored with this quarantine stuff, man. No sports, it's not fun. But, The Last Dance is on tonight, so I'll watch that with Michael Jordan. It's a great documentary. You guys should go check it out. And Dallas Cowboys did sneak their way into the wild card round of the playoffs. 9-6-1. So, I said 9-7. Well, I didn't know they would tie. So, 9-6-1. Finished first place in the division with Andy Dalton. We'll take a look at his stats. All right. Andy Dalton, 28 TDs, 11 picks, 3,700 yards passing, 69 completion percentage, 105 QBRs, only sacked 46 times, and his longest pass was around 49 yards. Rushing-wise, Zeke popped off again, 1,600 yards, 9 TDs, and Andy Dalton had 3 rushing TDs, so this man has been popping off. Let's look at his overall. 72 overall. That's what he started off in the simulation, so he didn't progress. Mari Cooper did nothing rushing-wise. Oh, yeah, how did Dak do? Did Dak get any rushes this year? No, he didn't. That sucks. That sucks, man. Let's see if the Cowboys beat the Bears in a wild card round. Can they do it with Andy Dalton under center? Can they do it? They do. Now they got to play Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Can they go to Super Bowl with Andy Dalton? We will find out. Here we go. Cowboys. They are now in the NFC Championship game. Can the Cowboys get a victory over Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals? We will see. Time will tell. Can they do it? And nope. They unfortunately lost an NFC Championship game to the Arizona Cardinals. Did Andy Dalton make the Pro Bowl? It doesn't look like it. Zeke did. Any other Cowboys for the sake of the simulation? Schultz did. And Zach Martin. DeMarcus Lawrence. But yeah, that's like pretty much it. For the sake of that simulation, Andy Dalton did take the Cowboys to the NFC Championship round. If he played 2 full seasons as a starter, he got him to the NFC Championship round. And then he will be loved in Dallas if that actually happened. But I don't think that'll happen. But according to EA Sports, it does happen. Andy Dalton can take the Cowboys to the NFC Championship game. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this simulation, drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I would really appreciate it. There's going to be more Madden content coming your way for sure. Maybe I'll do a Jameis Winston video after this. Time will tell. But that's all for you guys today. Rock Soldier 72 signing off.